We're joined now. We'll begin our post-race press conference. We're joined with the second and third place finishers in the Casino Arizona 50. On your left, Cameron Hayley, our third place finisher tonight. On your right, Jesse Little. Cameron, let's start with you. You had a lot at stake tonight. You moved up. Tell us about your race.
Well, you know, it was a pretty stressful race, right? Even Thursday going to practice, I had a little volleyball incident and hurt my ankle pretty good, and was a little worried about how that would affect my driving. But once you get in that car, it just all goes away. And our Cabinets by Hayley Ford Fusion all night was started real loose, and we thought the track would tighten up a little more than it did. But it didn't. Stayed a little loose and lost a couple positions, but overall great effort by my guys, and really happy with the night.
Questions for Cameron at this point? Okay, at this point, we'll go ahead with Jesse. Jesse Little, Rookie of the Year, Sunoco Rookie of the Year award winner this year in the K&N East, and then you came out here to run in the K&N West, where your father was Rookie of the Year and champion. What's it like to come back and run in the series where he was the king?
It's really humbling, you know, to get to see a lot of guys that my dad grew up racing with, you know, come from the series and progress in their careers. It's really cool. I felt like we had really good, you know, chances coming in. I felt we were really strong in Thursday's practice. It came up a little short tonight, but you know, for our first time out here, we'll take it.
Questions for Jesse? Go ahead.
All right, Stan Creekmore with RPMTonight.com. You'll have to excuse me for not remembering your name, sir. But so on the final lap, you were running third at that moment.
I was running fourth. Yeah.
You were running fourth. So can you describe what happened that gave you that opportunity to finish where you did?
Well, you know, I think Jesse could probably explain it a little better than I did, but from what I saw, I was kind of focused on getting the car across the finish line. My car was real loose, but I saw the I guess I saw the 00 got a little loose going into 3, and then the 02 got into his left rear a little bit, and around he went. And I don't really know if that's the way I'd race personally, but I mean, when you come down to those final laps, drivers got to do what you got to do. So that's all I really have to say about that.
Can you pass the question on this?
I had, you know, I had a good enough cushion in between us those last couple laps, and I kind of knew in the back of my mind, Gray was definitely in the position to make a move on that final lap, and I knew he was going to. You know, I couldn't blame him. But yeah, going into 3, I saw he was close enough, and I was definitely expecting it. And about that time, the spotter came over the radio and told me there was a spin, and you know, it's hard to judge. Really, it's really hard putting yourself in those shoes. I don't know if it was worth it. You know, a win's a win, but you know, it's still hard to be classy and win too. So it's a tough one. But you know, they both race their butts off, and they were in that position because, you know, they ran a good solid race all night.
Next question, Chris.
Chris, nknps.com. Cameron, can you talk about your injury and how hard it was to drive the car, if any, and then your plans for 2014? And Jesse, the same thing. And we saw Dylan Kwasniewski make the jump from west to east, and just wonder if that's something you plan to do.
Yeah, you know, first of all, my injury, it happened about a week and a half ago, and I was really nervous at the time about how it would feel coming in. But as it turns out, the worst part of the whole weekend was just before and after I was in the car. I could get in the car fine, step on the brake, it did hurt, and about 20 to go there in the race, it kind of shot a bit of pain going into turn 1. I'm like, oh no, this isn't good, but just persevered through it. It happens. And in terms of next year, we're in negotiations right now, but it looks like we are going to be making the jump to the East Series next year. We don't know who with yet, but we're talking about it at this point.
Yeah, same thing. You know, Cameron said we're talking to a bunch of people, and that's pretty much where it's at. We definitely dropping the word and hope to maybe do a couple truck races if possible, if funding comes up. If not, then we have a good solid notebook to return to the East with, and I think that that would be a major goal of mine is backing up the Rookie of the Year title with the championship.
Any other questions? Go ahead, Stan.
To follow up his, what's the advantage of going from the West to the East?
Well, I think there's not obviously any seat time's an advantage, and I think that's what the West gives you. And a lot of people don't recognize the West, I think, as much as they should. I think the caliber of drivers this year between Derek, Michael, Greg, at the end there, we were so close in points, and any given day, any four of us could have won. And it was tough competition, and I think going in the East, I mean, Jesse, everybody in the East, they're tough competition, and I think the West really gave me a starting point with racing these two guys, and like I said, any seat time's good.
Any other questions? Okay, gentlemen, congratulations on your finish tonight. Thank you for your time.